Good morning. It's a great honor to be here with you to talk about the power of digital transformation and driving, business value. Over the past year, this, pandemic, a once in a century challenge has really driven home the message of the importance of technology and how, companies and businesses are adopting technology to really drive, a transformation in their business process, their customer experience, their journey. It is safe to say that, this pandemic has really accelerated the digital transformation journey by at least 10 years, if not more. And in a country as populous, as rich, as diverse as India, technology becomes way more important than ever during these challenging times. It's been, our honor and our pleasure to be partners with ICICI Lombard, the largest private non-life insurer in India, to look at their digital journey using Azure and Azure AI. Girish, welcome and thank you for your time today.
Morning, thank you for having me here.
Let's start with the journey you're on as the leader, on the forefront of understanding the challenges your customers face, the optimization of your operations, and really servicing, a very, very large country like India during this pandemic, with the power of technology. I'd love to, hear your thoughts.
As a leading private sector non-life insurer, as you said, we've also been on the forefront of adoption of digital. We are part of the ICICI Bank Group, and ICICI Bank Group was a private bank which kind of revolutionized banking in India more than 20 years back by getting in internet banking, ATMs, and a whole lot. Way back in 2013 was when we first took a decision to move on to the Azure cloud for our test and development environment. That partnership has really grown well over a period of time. Not only did we move our test dev, we went into the entire productivity suite within a year after that. We moved on to the Microsoft platform. As an insurance player, we have a large telecalling setup. I mean, that's one of the key channels of selling insurance. We have over 1,000 telecallers who are calling customers for various products. Now, as a part of any telecalling setup, you obviously have a quality assurance service that you provide. Normally, we are able to do about 20% sampling of calls. In our discussions with the Microsoft team, they said, why don't you look at using AI to do a bit of this? And when you look at the peculiarities of our situation, and this is what you really mentioned about India being a vast country, and not only do you have multiple languages, purity of language also is not given. So you don't have a call which is entirely in English. You don't have a call which could be entirely in Hindi. Renault's data science team worked with the Microsoft engineering team to kind of create NLP algorithm to interpret the responses and build a fuzzy match logic to help in improving the custom model build. We've currently have managed to get it to about 70% plus accuracy in terms of the recognition. So, and what that does is that kind of takes the problem to a different level. Now we are able to do screening 100% of the calls, which earlier would have been impossible. So you are able to mix the AI and the human to do something far better than what only a human factor could do out there.
First, thank you for choosing Azure and Azure AI, and part of our scale, part of our investment, globally in terms of coverage is around data sovereignty. It's great to hear that is adding value to businesses such as yourself. How do you see the kind of the roadmap going forward, Girish, in terms of future services and ideas, as you drive the transformation going forward?
One of the problems it wanted to look at was for motor claims, right? We need to identify what is the kind of extent of damage, what is the whether it's a repair, replace. So this is a very complex problem. We are able to crack bits of it. I mean, you crack half of the problem. You kind of are able to identify whether it's a dent or a damage. You are still not able to figure out whether you need to repair it or replace it. But just this is good enough for us to address another issue that we are facing, right? When a motor policy lapses and you don't renew it in time, you normally need to have your car inspected to see whether there is a damage you picked up in the time it was insured. before you kind of renew that insurance. So, and that process usually takes about 24 to 72 hours. That problem of having that inspection done at any point in time, looking at pictures of the car and being able to identify whether there is a dent or damage in the car. If there's no dent or damage, you can issue the policy right off. It reduces the time from, like I said, 24 to 72 hours to just about 3 to 5 minutes is what time it takes for the AI to process the images and come back with the solution.
Fascinating. I mean, first of all, thank you for being a pioneer, and also to your point, the journey, the 1,000-mile journey starts with the first step. And I think the fact that you've understood the assets that you've got, we've got a bunch of images. What do we do with them? How do we leverage them to really deliver business value? And applying technology to transform that, ahead of the curve, has now benefited your business, and now it really has driven strong ROI, better customer engagement, and going from 3 days to 3 minutes. That's pretty incredible to hear.
Thanks. Good to see the range of possibilities with AI plus HI going forward.
Thank you, Girish, for your time today. Really appreciate it. And thank you for your partnership and your business, and looking forward to expanding the relationship and the partnership with many, many new use cases. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thanks, Sam. Thank you.